Welcome to the 20th Annual D.I.C.E Awards. And now your hosts, from Nerdist News, Jessica Chobot, and Kinda Funny's Greg Miller.
Hi! Jessica.
Yes.
That video was awesome.
It was super awesome. Big shout out to Noodle House for making that holy diorama featuring our favorite characters for the past 20 Game of the Year award winners.
Thank you very much, Noodle House. Of course, awesome video. Real quick though, lock the doors. None of you get to leave till you make that game. Because I think we can all agree we want that, right?
Yes.
No,
but
not gonna happen though?
That's not gonna happen, Greg. And speaking of things, however, that do happen, great segue, Jess.
Nailed it.
Thanks. Welcome to the Church of Video Games, everybody, better known as the 20th Annual D.I.C.E Awards. And if you're watching us from home tonight, big thank you to our media partner, IGN, for streaming on seemingly infinite platforms.
IGN?
Yeah, I don't know.
Never heard of them.
They're I think they're a startup.
Are they a new site?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Greg Miller.
I'm Jessica Chobot.
Yeah, thank you. Don't worry if you didn't immediately recognize us. We're kind of famous.
On YouTube, though.
Same thing. It's celebrity still, right? It's a thing?
Ego, Greg.
Well, hey, if our jokes, they seem old tonight, it's because GameStop told their employees they wouldn't sell us new ones. They weren't allowed to sell us new ones, so sorry about that.
But before we get started, the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences has asked me to tell everyone to please remain seated throughout the show. If your game wins an award, a lawyer from Konami will accept on your behalf.
It's still too soon.
It's not too soon.
It is.
Don't play.
We're with you, Hideo.
You can't take
Wherever
the heat.
you are now. Yeah, this past year has been amazing for games.
And basically nothing else, unfortunately.
True. Yeah. The D.I.C.E Awards are 20 years old this year.
And a lot has changed in gaming over the last 20 years.
For example, 20 years ago, we got the first Age of Empires game.
And 20 whole years later, we're finally getting expansion packs for the second Age of Empires game.
Yeah. Nintendo started releasing games on smartphones. Apple users were super excited to finally play Nintendo games on their phones, while Android users were like, right, now we get to play Nintendo games on our phones. Wink.
They said wink?
They said wink. It's a direct quote.
They said wink?
Yeah.
Cool, Greg. All right, now there's been a lot of talk about Playdead's Inside this year. If you think about it, Inside was a lot like the film La La Land. It's great soundtrack, beautiful art direction, but in the end you're kind of like, what the hell was that? I don't really know, but I like it.
Wait, you didn't love La La Land?
No, I love Inside,
yeah.
But I like La La Land.
Well, what didn't you like about La La Land?
I was pretty much overrated and it's just, yeah.
Are
you really getting into
City of Stars.
Are we really gonna get into this right now?
Just do it. It's easy.
Okay, fine. Ready?
City of Stars. Are you shining? All right, that's enough of that. I'm sorry.
Right,
it was a good movie.
It's not.
Of course, one of the big games this year was Overwatch. You might remember Overwatch. You remember it? Good.
Yeah.
Overwatch, of course, was the game that nobody but you on your team knew how to play. Just protect the payload. Don't shoot it. All right, you're going to shoot everybody. Okay, great.
It was also a great year for VR. I would like to congratulate Sony for releasing their great PlayStation VR headset, HTC on their amazing Vive, and ZeniMax on their brand new Oculus.
All right. But let's talk about tonight. Tonight, we honor the video games that have entertained us all year, as well as the mobile games that entertained us for a few hours.
Also tonight, the Academy is honoring Elder Scrolls and Fallout director Todd Howard with the Hall of Fame Award. Of course, yes, congratulations. Of course, you guys also might know Todd Howard from his career achievements as the leader of the Mages Guild, the Fighters Guild, the Thieves Guild, the Bards College, the Dark Brotherhood, and the Brotherhood of Steel.
Yep. Anyway, let's get to the reason you're all here, giving your spouses a good alibi for why you're in Las Vegas.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting our first award, please welcome to the stage the president of the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences, Mike Fisher, and a guy with his weapon named after him in GoldenEye, winner of our first ever Console Game of the Year Award, creative director at Microsoft Studios, Ken the Clob Lob.
So Ken, what do you think makes a good action game?
Well, I have to believe that you start with some great mechanics. Then you add in at least as close to near perfect control as you can get. You got to have a character or characters that players actually want to be. And then you wrap that all in a story and an interesting world where people want to play.
Well, that's a great answer.
So what would you think?
Sweet graphics, kick-ass weapons, and lots of zombies you can take out.
I guess that's some of that in here. Let's see the nominees for Action Game of the Year.
The nominees for Action Game of the Year are Battlefield 1, Doom, Gears of War 4, Overwatch, Titanfall 2,
Great year for action games. The winner is Overwatch.
This is a tremendous honor. Thank you guys so much. I wish the entire team could be here with me. I know this moment is very special for all of them. Looking at the games that were nominated along with Overwatch, I just hold them in such high regard. It's an honor just to be mentioned in the same sentence with games like those. It's been a golden age for video games. I feel like we're really all living in it together and creating in it together. It's almost silly to give one game an award when there's so many games that deserve recognition. Thank you on behalf of the entire Overwatch team. We're so appreciative for this.
Now here's a look at how all of tonight's winners were chosen.
Thank you for joining us for the 20th Annual D.I.C.E Awards, a celebration of the very best interactive entertainment has to offer. We'd like to take a quick moment to give you a peek behind the curtain. All titles nominated this evening play on commercial platforms and are publicly available either in-store or through digital download. Every award given out tonight has been peer evaluated. For each category, there's a panel made up of individuals with experience in each prospective field of craft or genre category. These dedicated individuals play every title submitted and vote to determine the finalists. Then, through our certified voting process, the finalists in each category are presented to over 30,000 active members of the Academy in order to select the winners. Thanks to all of you in this room tonight, our industry continues to evolve quicker than any other. In terms of story, technology, innovation, and new experiences, all eyes are on us. Your nominations and victories this evening are well earned. On behalf of the President of the Academy, the Board of Directors, and all Academy members, congratulations, and thank you for being so extraordinary.
Please welcome ESRB President Patricia Vance.
Good evening. Knowing that I was going to be presenting this award tonight, the past couple of days I've been asking D.I.C.E attendees what the first thing is that comes to mind when they think of family. One of you said, "I use it as a good excuse to get out of work." Someone else said it means being annoying and invasive around the holidays. And perhaps my favorite response was when someone said family means a bunch of assholes that think you owe them something. So clearly, this was a useless exercise on my part. Instead, tonight we celebrate family in the form of games designed to be enjoyed by both children and adults, and ideally together. So here are the nominees for the Family Game of the Year.
The nominees for Family Game of the Year are Dragon Quest Builders, Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens,
I'm in charge now.
Ratchet and Clank, Rock Band Rivals, Super Mario Maker for Nintendo 3DS,
And the winner is... I haven't opened it. I have no idea. Ratchet and Clank.
Wow. Well, I mean, for us at Insomniac, on behalf of all of us, thank you so much to the Academy. And I got to tell you, because this is a peer-based award, because the industry votes on this award, I think this is the highest form of praise. And for all of us, it is unbelievably humbling to be up here to accept this. But I do want to call out a few people in this room who have been with us on the Ratchet and Clank journey for close to 20 years. These are people who have stood side by side with us as we have built new worlds and taken Ratchet and his little buddy on many, many adventures. So Shu Yoshida from Sony, who's here. Shu, thank you. There he is right there. Thank you so much. Scott Rohde, who helped us make this a reality. Scott is in there right there. Connie Booth. If it wasn't for Connie, this game would not exist. Connie, that conversation we had a couple years ago, that's where this all came from. Thank you. Grady Hunt, who has given us amazing advice throughout the years and has stood side by side with us. And Greg Phillips. We call him Super Greg. Super Greg is out there. He's an honorary Insomniac who's always hung out, been part of the team. But there is one other person I'd like to thank who's not here tonight, and that's Sean Layden. Sean, thank you for your support. You've been with us for so many years, and your passion for Ratchet and Clank allows us to get these little guys to where they are today. But speaking of Sean's, I want to actually pass the mic over to another Sean. Good transition, right? Yeah. Sean McCabe, who's our game director from North Carolina.
Thanks. So, since this is a family award, I'd like to thank our extended Insomniac family. That's like our partners, that's our loved ones, our spouses, our kids. And then finally, like a really important part of our family, that's our fans. And what I want to say is thank you for reminding us that when it comes to Ratchet and Clank, there are still questions we have to answer. Although some of them we will never answer. And then, I mean, most importantly, just reminding us that there are still stories to be told in this wonderful universe. Thank you so much.
Please welcome film producer of the highly anticipated sci-fi thriller Ghost in the Shell, Ari Arad, and co-founder of Ninja Theory, the studio behind the upcoming Hellblade, Nina Christensen.
Special ops pilot thrust into the role of captain, a retired treasure hunter pulled back on the job, a giant stubborn legendary creature with an even more giant heart, a distraught husband seeking work as a distraction, and his sarcastic and confiding supervisor.
These are some of the amazing characters who graced our screens this year in more complex, nuanced, and lifelike ways than ever before. These are the nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Character.
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Character are Call of Duty: Infinite Warfare, Nick Reyes.
Oh, that's a con getter. 2 seconds, so all I needed was 2 more seconds.
Firewatch, Delilah.
You are here, and it's beautiful, and escaping isn't always something bad.
Yeah, sure.
Look, I gotta go do a thing.
Firewatch, Henry.
Does problem actually mean murderer? Like how Charles Manson is a problem cult leader?
Oh, come on.
The Last Guardian, Trico. Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, Nathan Drake.
Sometimes you just gotta choose what you're gonna keep and what you're gonna let go.
And the winner is The Last Guardian, Trico.
クリエイティブディレクターの上田です。制作中はあんまりこういうアワードのことは気にせず作ってたんですけど、実際こうやって、もらうと、次の制作の励みになります。ありがとうございます。ラスベガスに来てよかったです。
During development, Ueda-san wasn't thinking too much about awards or anything, but now that we received such an amazing award, he's very happy about it, and it gives him more inspiration and desire to work on next game that he's thinking of. So on behalf of Worldwide Studios, Japan Studio, and Sony Interactive Entertainment, we'd like to thank you for this awards, and thank you so much.
Games can draw you in with their mesmerizing beauty or enthrall you with their fantastical gameplay. But what is it about our favorite games that really captivates us?
As George Lucas once put it, a special effect without a story is a pretty boring thing. And although these games were nothing short of extraordinary from a technical standpoint, they are nominated tonight for the incredible tales they told. Here are the nominees for our Outstanding Achievement in Story.
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Story are Firewatch.
2 young women have been reported missing. You're probably the last person to have seen them.
Hey, you kids! Somebody cut the comms.
Inside. Oxenfree.
First plan put forth by the group's resident Burnout. Hey, come on. I'm not a burnout. Okay.
Hey, Jonas, seriously.
That Dragon, Cancer.
It's crying over. I love him for that.
We're already drowning.
Uncharted 4, A Thief's End.
All I ever wanted to do was find this treasure with you.
And the winner is Uncharted 4, Thief's End.
No. No, hold on! Hold on! Me, your other arm! Come on, Reed! No!
Thank you. On behalf of everyone at Naughty Dog, our partners at Sony PlayStation, when we put our stories together, it's such a collaboration between so many people. I just want to quickly call out the rest of the writing team of Josh Scher, Tom Bissell, and Ryan James. and really everyone else that has contributed so much. My co-director, Bruce Straley, who can't be here today, and thank you very much. This game meant a lot to us.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting tonight's Hall of Fame Award, please welcome Vice President of PR and Marketing at Bethesda Softworks, Pete Hines.
Thank you, and good evening. It is my distinct pleasure and an honor to introduce tonight's honoree for induction into the AIAS Hall of Fame, Todd Howard. A game designer, creative director, and studio head unlike anyone that I've had the pleasure to come across in my 20-plus years in this industry. Our industry is, relatively speaking, fairly new. The first inductee into the Hall of Fame was less than 20 years ago. But in that short time, it has come to represent the best and brightest that our industry has to offer. So to see Todd about to be listed next to these legendary figures, people who've created games that we've played and loved for decades, is both completely appropriate and really weird. Sid Meier, Will Wright, Gabe Newell, and so many wonderful and amazing people who have had such an impact on all of us that love to play and make games, and now my colleague and friend will be recognized amongst the best that there has ever been. Now I say it's completely appropriate because his legacy and impact in this industry is pretty widely known. Morrowind, Oblivion, Fallout 3, Skyrim, Fallout 4, Fallout Shelter. I imagine everyone in this room has had the pleasure of experiencing some, most, or probably all of the amazing worlds that he's had a hand in creating. People who talk to me about these games, like Oblivion and Fallout, or any of the games, want to start the conversation with the insane number of hours that they've committed to the game. Even at Bethesda, many of us have certainly showed up late to work the next day after staying up way too late, doing one more quest, exploring one more location, or doing just one more thing, as I know many of you here in this room have because you've told me so. Over the last decade, his team at Bethesda Game Studios has launched 5 new games, and every single one of them has earned Game of the Year awards, and all but one of them has been the consensus Game of the Year winner for that year. I think that accomplishment is truly amazing and unique, not just in our industry, but in any form of entertainment, be it film, TV, or music. And I say it's weird because, it's just Todd. To so many other people, he's this otherworldly figure. Fans will frequently ask me about God Howard and if I will tell him that they love him. And by the way, the answer to that is no. No, I will not. But what they see and revere is someone who has done amazing work and created experiences that they haven't just played, but they've loved, they've connected with. Experiences that have changed or impacted them in some meaningful way. But those of us who work with him have experienced many of those things, but he's just our colleague, our friend, or a boss, or several of those things. For many years he was, and I am not making this up, pretty clueless when it came to traveling for work. Now keep in mind, Todd rarely travels for work. He's never actually done a press tour in all the years that I've been at Bethesda, which is close to 18. He prefers to stay at the studio and work with the team on the game, and somebody else can go off and do that press stuff. In fact, every work trip that we took together, which was almost always to go to E3, he would refer to me as Dad, because I took care of all the particulars, made sure he knew where to go, when to be there, how to get there. Heck, one year, our colleague, Aaron Losi, made a badge for him to wear during E3 that said, "If lost, please contact Pete Hines," and it had my phone number on it. So wait, that guy is a god? Yeah, actually, he kind of is. He is the single most creative person I've ever been around in my life. There isn't a product that he works on that he doesn't know everything about and hasn't thought about. He is relentless in the pursuit of excellence. He is equally ruthless in his quest to help create the best game possible. Content or features that aren't making the grade, cut them, gone. Core systems that aren't as fun as they should be, I've seen him throw them out and start over again and again. But having said that, I can tell you in all sincerity, that Bethesda would still be a better place for Todd being there, even if he had never done any of those things or done them so well. Because Todd is, above all else, a great person. He has been a colleague and great friend to me for going on 2 decades, and what I see in Todd is someone who does the right things in the right way and for the right reasons. And in times like these, where things in our country are a little tumultuous, it's good to have a reminder that who we are as people can have an even greater impact on those around us than what it is that we do for a living, even if what you do for a living is being as great as Todd is at what he does. Finally, I'd just like to say how pleased I am that, along with his wife, Kim, and his brother, Jeff, who are both here with us tonight, that for the very first time, Todd's 2 boys get to be here in person to be a part of something for their dad's work. So, Jake and Luke, I can't think of a better time to have your first time than seeing your dad honored for being awesome and getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. So, before we bring Todd up, let's take a look at this tribute to our guest of honor.
Todd Howard's career in gaming started early.
I know Todd started making games at an early age, and when you see him on stage, you totally get it, because when he talks about games, he exudes that exuberance, that youthful enthusiasm that really keeps all of us in this industry so excited about what we do.
The other kids in the block would say, I'm gonna play quarterback for the Cowboys, and I'd be like, I'm gonna make video games, and everyone's gonna play them.
Rising quickly in the ranks as a producer at Bethesda, it was clear he had vision and talent.
Yeah, the kind of games that Todd's known for are really fitting to what he believes in, the way he sees games, and making worlds.
Todd launched The Terminator: Future Shock. Immediately after, Todd helped design The Elder Scrolls II: Daggerfall, and led the follow-up, Morrowind.
It's really hard for me to imagine those games existing without Todd. I mean, it's an amazing, talented team, but Todd really commands that well.
Todd truly believes in designing a complete experience for his audience. His games allow everyone to live another life in another world.
Great games are played, not made. You can have the biggest design document ever. Like, this is genius, look at me. You put it in the game, and you're gonna change 90% of it as soon as you play it.
Inspired by Todd, the Bethesda team built deeper narratives, adding more personality to the characters through the ingenious Radiant AI system.
The game itself becomes this entity, not like a child, but like you talk about it as if it's a thing with its own personality, not like a product.
Todd took Fallout, a franchise that was known as a 2D point-and-click adventure, to something that was unexpected by the players. A fully realized 3D RPG.
They took a game and changed it so dramatically and just really embraced what that universe could be and kind of grew it, and it was amazing.
In all of his games, Todd trusted players to direct their own experiences. Oblivion, Fallout 3, and Skyrim engaged players around the world, and they remain 3 of the most highly acclaimed RPGs of all time.
As a player, you can do anything, you can go anywhere, and that's rare. That palette of infinite possibilities is something that Todd does better than anyone else.
Maybe he's playing around, he wants to learn. Maybe he wants to go here. Maybe he wants to do that. Maybe he wants to go here.
In 2015, Todd Howard took the stage at Bethesda's first E3 press conference and announced the brand new games Fallout 4 and Fallout Shelter. The visually captivating and enticing fluidity of Fallout 4, along with its unique and groundbreaking gameplay, won it many accolades. Fallout Shelter became the most popular free iOS application in the world, with over 50 million players.
I certainly didn't expect Fallout Shelter. And I think that's just another great example of how Todd is always rethinking the franchises that he works on.
Todd Howard is a legend in the video game industry, and his induction into the Academy Hall of Fame is long overdue.
I want to wish you congratulations on your induction into the Hall of Fame.
Your dedication, enthusiasm, and insight into creating great games is truly inspiring.
I really hope Todd keeps making games. In fact, I want him to make games for the next 30 years, because as a game player, there's nothing I look forward to more than a new Todd Howard game.
Thanks for allowing
lifetime of amazing games.
Todd, it's been a privilege to work with you these many years and to be a small part of what it is that you do. For myself, all of your colleagues at Bethesda Softworks and Bethesda Game Studios, the members of the AIAS, and your fans all over the world, congrats on your many successes, and thank you for what you've created for all of us to enjoy. We can't wait to see where you take us next. Ladies and gentlemen, this year's inductee into the AIAS Hall of Fame, Todd Howard.
Thank you. Thank you all so much. Thank you to the Academy. This has been definitely my favorite DICE Awards ceremony so far. I think it's strong. Because it's the first one where I really liked my chances at winning something. I want to thank my parents, my dad who's watching from above, my mom who's watching online. Hey, Mom. Remember, the button like down here makes it full screen. And don't type anything. Don't even read the comments, actually. To thank my brother, who along with me, we gave up our allowance for life to get an Apple IIc. And I see that same spirit in my two sons who are here. It's life's greatest adventure watching you both level up every year. To my amazing wife, Kim, I couldn't have done all of this without you. We were in college, and she bought me Wayne Gretzky Hockey 3, and I looked at the name on the box, and it said Bethesda Softworks. So I drove to their office and told them I'd love to work here one day, and I've been driving to that same office for 23 years. And that's the thing, I think, that's made my career unique. I've spent the whole time at one place working with the same people and in many ways making the same game over and over again. A thank you to my coworkers at Bethesda just isn't enough. It's not even close, because this is also theirs. We share it together. The guys here tonight, Ashley, Guy, Istvan, Emil, Jeff, Craig, everyone else in the studio, this is for all of them. There just isn't a worthy way to express what an incredible honor it is to work with all of you every day. It's been amazing. That extends beyond my team to all the corners of our company, people like Pete, Vlaco, Todd Vaughn. Our whole company is led by Robert Altman. Your support and friendship have made all of this possible. Everyone at Bethesda has a deep love of video games and the dedication to do something special. And I see that throughout this industry. Because of my position, I've been fortunate to have a front row seat to the explosion of gaming over the last 20 years. And I wish everyone could see it through my eyes. All the other developers I've gotten to know, both small studios and large, the people at Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, all of them striving through successes and failures to push games and the industry to new places. That even includes the press, even who are here, who spread the word throughout the world into fans. All the longtime magazine folks who are now at many of the gaming websites, like the guys at Game Informer, who have all moved on to Game Informer. And I see it in our fans, who have made the games their own, who have told all of us that the time spent in these worlds, what it has meant to them, how important it is. I've had a front row seat to the emergence of history's greatest entertainment industry, one that cuts across races, religion, ages, and borders. It has brought so many together in a way nothing else can. So thank you all for giving me the best seat in the house, and I don't plan on giving it up anytime soon. It's humbling to be honored for what I've given to the industry, when the truth is, it has given me so much more. Thank you.
Congratulations!
Good job, Todd. Congratulations on the Achievement Award.
And please enjoy your bribe to make Elder Scrolls 6
Why are you
happen.
here? Why aren't you making Elder Scrolls 6 right now?
Do it right now. Now, some of the awards will be announced tonight in a montage like the one you're about to see. If you are a recipient, we have a crew standing by for you and your team to record a shout out after the show.
Now, with that said, it's easy to forget that so many people work on games.
Usually because they won't let you outside until you meet your deadlines.
Just like we should have done with Todd Howard. Children, you can see your father again once he finishes the game. We need it bad. Artists, animators, and programmers work long hours to create new worlds and captivating experiences.
Here are the awards for Outstanding Achievement in Animation, Art Direction, Online Gameplay, and Technical Achievement.
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Animation are Inside, The Last Guardian, Overwatch, Street Fighter V, Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, and the winner is Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Art Direction are Battlefield 1, Firewatch, Inside, The Last Guardian, Uncharted 4, A Thief's End.
I think that seems to work.
And the winner is Inside. The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Online Gameplay are Battlefield 1, Hearthstone, Heroes of Warcraft, Overwatch,
Heroes never die.
Titanfall 2, Tom Clancy's The Division, and the winner is Overwatch. The nominees for Outstanding Technical Achievement are Battlefield 1, No Man's Sky, Overwatch, Titanfall 2, Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. And the winner is Uncharted 4, A Thief's End.
Please welcome the husband and wife team behind the hit game Shantae, creative director at WayForward, Matt Bozon, and artist Aaron Bozon.
Don't let the size of the screens that these next nominees are played on fool you.
These games are just as epic as their console brethren, and even better, you can take them with you wherever you go.
They include a fantasy builder, 3 incredible titles from venerable Nintendo franchises, and a new player that sliced its way onto the scene.
Here are the nominees for Best Handheld Game of the Year.
The nominees for Handheld Game of the Year are Dragon Quest Builders, Fire Emblem Fates, Kirby Planet Robobot, Pokemon Sun and Moon, Severed,
And the winner is Pokemon Sun and Moon.
On behalf of Game Freak, the Pokemon Company, Nintendo of America, Nintendo Company Limited, I'd like to thank the Academy for, again, recognizing a great franchise that's been around for a long time and hopefully will be around for a long time more. Thank you very much.
It starts as an innocent thing, a way to pass the time while you're waiting for your laundry to dry or for your flight to board.
Then it creeps its way into other aspects of your life, like during a lunch break or on date night when you should really be paying attention to your significant other.
Yeah, we both kind of do that.
Both do that.
Yeah. Before you know it, you find yourself wandering the church parking lot, surrounded by other hopeful souls who, like you, are just looking to get their fix.
We're talking, of course, about the addictive nature of mobile gaming. And the nominees this year certainly had us all coming back for more.
The nominees for Mobile Game of the Year are Clash Royale, Crashlands, Gardenscapes New Acres, Pokemon Go, Reigns,
All right, and the winner is Pokemon Go.
Wow, thank you very much. It's so amazing to be here on the stage, and such an honor.
Yeah, we'd really like to thank the fans. We had no idea this was going to become what it ended up being, and our motto has always been adventures on foot with others, and to have so many people get up and go outside is just, it's mind-blowing. It's truly a dream come true, so thank you very much.
And of course, thank you to all the folks at Niantic. It was a hard work of many talented people, so thank you very much for making it happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, award-winning Halo composer and now the premier audio director of Highwire Games, Marty O'Donnell.
Hi, everyone. Before I begin, I wanted to say it was an absolute honor for me and my team to win the award for original music and sound design in 2015 for our work on Destiny. And now I'm so proud to be here tonight to be presenting these two awards on stage. There are so many factors that go into making a hit video game: art direction, game design, technical achievement, story, performance. The list goes on and on. But if you want to make a game really sing and be a truly immersive experience, you must have great music. I've dedicated my entire professional life to scoring video games, and I got to tell you, these nominees tonight made me sit down and listen. And here they are.
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement and Original Music Composition are Abzu, Battlefield 1, Doom, The Last Guardian, Titanfall 2,
And the winner for Best Original Music is Doom. Bethesda Software, it's id Software.
Thank you so much. There's really no video game award that isn't a reflection of the entire team that made the game. So although this is for music, a special congratulations to the team back at id that made the combat and gameplay that demanded such an awesome score and inspired such an awesome score from Mick Gordon, who wrote the music, and our awesome audio team who also contributed to that music. So thank you so much. Thank you to our amazing Bethesda team for supporting us and guiding us. We really appreciate your support, and of course to the fans so much for their support, for loving the music, loving the game. We really appreciate this award. Thank you very much.
The heart-stopping crackle of gunfire on a savage battlefield, the eerie echoes of a vast and strange factory, the rippling stutter through time, and the guttural growl of a giant mythical creature. These are just a few of the painstakingly thought out and perfected sounds you'll hear in this list of nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Sound Design.
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Sound Design are Battlefield 1, Inside, The Last Guardian. Quantum Break.
Yeah, I noticed.
Uncharted 4, A Thief's End.
The winner for Best Sound Design, Battlefield 1, Electronic Arts.
Thank you. It's beautiful. Pleasure to be up here. First and foremost, a big, warm, and sincere thank you to the members of the Academy for recognizing the work we do and for doing what you do, since it means a lot to this industry. Secondly, the team at home. The team at D.I.C.E, EA backing us, going into a new era and trying to do different things with Battlefield. After this year's actually 15 years. And especially then the audio team, amazing team. And then last but definitely not least, the community. The love, the wall of love that we met with this game and the support that kind of carried us all through the last year is amazing. So this one is truly for you. Thank you so much.
Please welcome the CEO of Obsidian Entertainment, Fergus Urquhart, and Creative Director for Alien Isolation and Halo Wars 2, Creative Assembly's Alistair Hope.
This next category of games is truly life imitating art. Of course, all games in one way or another simulate experiences, even in the abstract.
When a tutorial asks you to press A to jump, you're learning to simulate a real-life action through gameplay.
But the games in this next category take it a step further. They recreate countries, armies, and even an alien invasion.
Here are the nominees for Best Strategy Simulation Game of the Year.
The nominees for Strategy Simulation Game of the Year are The Banner Saga 2, Deus Ex Go, Fire Emblem Fates,
I'll show you. I won't surrender.
Sid Meier's Civilization 6, XCOM 2,
and the winner is, who's it going to be? Sid Meier's Civilization 6.
Wow, this is pretty amazing. I mean, we spend, obviously everybody here knows, you spend so much time wrapping up your game, trying to make something amazing, only to eventually get out of the studio and go home and have everything else waiting for you to help you relax that everybody out there is actually making, so that you're not playing the same thing endlessly. And you guys just never stop making awesome stuff, and that's why this is so special, because it's voted for by you guys. And so, on behalf of our team, and especially Frexus Games, 2K, our publisher, Take-Two, thank you so much for this. And a special shout out to Ed Beach, the lead designer. He wasn't able to be here. And of course, for Sid Meier, without whom this wouldn't even be a thing. So Thank you very, very much. The next category of games is also life imitating art. In the beginning, we all start out the same, a default character that can be molded into anything we want.
Over the course of a game and our lives, we make decisions about how to overcome obstacles and along the way acquire skills and abilities to help us out. In games, these skills could be anything from faster healing to more precise aiming to even X-ray vision.
And in real life, they can be things like photography, CrossFit, or learning how to make a killer chicken parmesan.
I think we can all unanimously agree games are much cooler than real life. Here are your nominations for RPG MMO Game of the Year.
The nominees for role-playing massively multiplayer Game of the Year are Dark Souls 3, Deus Ex: Mankind Divided, Hyper Light Drifter, Tom Clancy's The Division, World of Warcraft: Legion,
Alrighty, from one RPG guy to other RPG guys, the winner is Dark Souls 3.
Thank you. Thank you. On behalf of Bandai Namco Entertainment and From Software, honored to accept this award. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the scribes behind mega-hit titles such as Portal, Left 4 Dead, and Team Fortress, Valve's VR guru Chet Falasek, and the mad scientist bringing streaming to the VR universe, V-Real CEO Todd Hooper.
The next two categories are a first for the D.I.C.E Awards. It's been an incredible year for immersive reality platforms and the games that help launch them.
You know, all the technology is in its infancy. Virtual reality allows for amazing experiences. And the following did a phenomenal job of pushing the boundaries of what this new platform can do.
Here are the nominees for Immersive Reality Technical Achievement.
The nominees for Immersive Reality Technical Achievement are Eagle Flight, I Expect You to Die.
But to be perfectly honest, and with all due condolences, I expect you to die.
Job Simulator, The 2050 Archives.
All right, here's your mic.
Super Hot VR. Tilt Brush.
And the winner is, once I get this envelope open, wait for it, Eagle Flight from Ubisoft.
Thank you so much. Thanks to Ubisoft Montreal, the Funhouse. Building a VR game is very, very complex, and building a VR game in an open world is like a huge challenge. So of course, it's 2 thumbs up for the dev team back in Montreal. They did an amazing job. And also, to finish, the super thumbs up also to Vicky Ferguson, lead programmer, Charles Hutto, the creative director, and the man who wanted to fly, the game director, Olivier Palmieri. Thank you very much.
Virtual reality is an incredible tool to create new ways for gamers to experience interactive entertainment through design, interactions, and storytelling that isn't possible in traditional games.
This year's nominees for Immersive Reality Game of the Year do just that. Here they are.
The nominees for Immersive Reality Game of the Year are Eagle Flight, I Expect You to Die,
You're too late. Virus payload neutralized. 4.
Job Simulator, The 2050 Archives.
Just like these, everything had a price. Make sure you bill the customer for the use of your highly valuable time.
The Lab. Super Hot VR.
And the winner is Super Hot.
We are still surprised because we clapped for ourselves when we were like announced, and you shouldn't clap for yourself, right? Like, we are new to this, but it's a great to receive this award from you guys, right? Like we see all the games nominated in this category, and like when we see when we started developing Super Hot VR, it was like we showed those games to guys. Like it was always like, "Hey, do it like in Job Simulator. This is great. Like this should work like that." And like people will compare us to those games. We cannot we have to do a good job, right? So like it's a great honor to receive this award and be among those games. Thank you very much.
Do you want me to take it? I'll take it for you. Selfies are in these days, I understand. Yeah, that's how it goes.
Congrats, guys. That's awesome.
Those guys are fucking awesome.
That's awesome. All right, so it's hard to believe it's the 20th anniversary of the D.I.C.E. Awards.
Video games have come a long way since Pong, and given the fast-paced nature of our industry, it's easy to look ahead at what's coming out and forget about the games that got us here in the first place.
Yes, so tonight, let's take a look back at 20 years of the D.I.C.E. Awards, honoring the best and brightest in our industry.
Sometimes we need to be moved out from behind our desks to go do something different.
So much since I've been doing this.
I remember 1 year. And since then, a lot has changed.
It seems like yesterday. I can't believe it's been that long.
And just when you think that things are stable, a new paradigm shift occurs.
20 years ago, we were making games with teams of 4 or 5 people. Our current team is about 200. So it gives you an idea of how big things are in terms of scale, time, effort, money.
Being in the industry and knowing what it takes to make these games, there's a human element behind all of it, and that's what it's all about.
I
remember literally like hand creating 8-bit palettes.
The best we could do was literally just text, and everything was turn-based.
The first game I ever played was a game where I had to look at the code to run it. So I've always seen games as something created through code and assets.
The game I grew up playing are now the minority in the niche market.
You're seeing better stories, better performances, become more sophisticated, but have remained consistent in their evolution.
You have to be someone that has fun with these ever-changing technology platforms.
I think in the last, 10 years or so, it became a lot easier for this explosion of creators all over the world to actually sustain themselves across all the platforms that exist today.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you had anything to do with working on those 20 incredible games, we're asking you to stand right now.
Please stand up.
You deserve a round of applause.
Everybody?
There you go.
All right, let's give it up for these revolutionary game developers. Congratulations, you guys.
Thank you all for your hard work. And if any of you made Superman 64, I cannot forgive you. I understand. No, I understand. Like I've said before, I got it, Jess.
Be nice for one night.
Jess, I bought an N64 for Superman 64, and it's been on my chest a long. You can sit down now. It's all right. Unless if you made Superman 64, you're welcome to stand and be berated. All right? It's my chance, Jess. We got him. They can't go anywhere.
It's inappropriate. Stop yelling at me.
All right, fine. Changing gears, Jessica.
Yes.
When you play sports games, what do you think of?
I actually think of Double Dribble because I was so good at that game, and my brother hated me so much because of it. No.
Cool, that's not what we did in rehearsal, so this line doesn't make sense. That's right, Jessica. Sports, racing, and fighting games require intensely precise designing.
One misstep and the reality of the gaming experience is broken. These fans know their sports and they know their fighters.
The following games didn't just succeed at creating a believable experience for a discerning audience, they pushed the envelope forward in their fields.
So here are the awards for Sports Game of the Year,
Racing Game of the Year,
and Fighting Game of the Year.
The nominees for Sports Game of the Year are EA Sports FIFA 17, Madden NFL 17,
for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism,
MLB The Show 16, NBA 2K17, Steve.
Keep treading like that, and I guarantee people will be stepping up to shake your hand. I put together a film.
And the winner is Steve. The nominees for Racing Game of the Year are Drive Club VR, Forza Horizon 3, and the winner is Forza Horizon 3. The nominees for Fighting Game of the Year are EA Sports UFC 2, Guilty Gear Xrd Revelator, Killer Instinct Season 3, Pokken Tournament, Street Fighter V, and the winner is Street Fighter V.
Presenting Adventure Game of the Year, please welcome comic book veteran and creative director at Marvel Games, Bill Roseman, and CEO of Gearbox, the studio behind Brothers in Arms and Borderlands, Randy Pitchford.
You know, whether you're a game developer, a comic book illustrator, or an accountant, everyone loves a great adventure, especially those featuring costume crime fighters.
Characters thrust into action, the thrill of the great unknown, the sound of a chainsaw ripping through enemy flesh.
Now, while Randy, I don't think that last part applies to all adventures.
Bill, every adventure is better with a chainsaw.
Well, except when the adventure is a quiet journey through the human spirit.
Who in this audience likes chainsaws? They've spoken.
Here are your nominees for Best Adventure Game of the Year.
The nominees for Adventure Game of the Year are Firewatch.
You think you'll take to it? Being out here? The isolation gets to me. I don't talk to the other lookouts as much as I talk to you.
Inside. King's Quest.
My decisions meant the life or death of a kingdom. That's the true beast I needed to wrestle.
The Last Guardian. Uncharted 4, A Thief's End.
Murder the artifact.
And the D.I.C.E. award goes to... Yes. Uncharted 4, A Thief's End.
Oh, no, easy. Just follow the sound of gunfire.
Going up! Heads up! I'll take that. Let's cut through here.
Man, some of us worked 4 years on this game. I was lucky enough to only work 2. Thank you very much on behalf of everybody at Naughty Dog once again. The incredible cast we work with. Shout out to Nolan North, who's in a cab on the way here. He missed his flight. And a big thank you to our families. You know, we worked so hard on this thing, and because this was the last game we were going to make with Nathan Drake, there was no compromising. And we didn't see a lot of our families, and they still stood by us and support us every step of the way, so this is to them.
We also wanted to thank all of our partners at Sony PlayStation all around the world, and specifically to Scott Rohde, Shuhei Yoshida, and Sean Layden. Without your incredible support, Uncharted 4 just wouldn't have been able to be made. So thank you very much.
Presenting this year's D.I.C.E. Sprite Award, the studio director for Supergiant Games and Sprite Award winner for Transistor, Amir Rao, and founder and president of Nicholas, the studio behind Cave Story and The Binding of Isaac, Tyrone Rodriguez.
In any artistic medium, new ideas are constantly being expressed. The boundaries are pushed, and the rules of what we thought were the norm are reimagined.
The Sprite Award recognizes smaller teams who continue to challenge our art. What these teams might lack in resources or budget, they make up for with ingenuity and creative freedom.
Here are your nominees for the 3rd annual D.I.C.E. Sprite Award.
The nominees for the D.I.C.E. Sprite Award are 1979 Revolution, Black Friday.
What are you doing? He's on our side. How come I've never seen him, huh?
Firewatch.
Getting some fresh air.
Well, escaping isn't always something bad.
Inside. Super Hot. That Dragon, Cancer.
I'm sorry, guys. It's not good.
And the winner is Inside.
Thank you, friends. Thank you for the amazing support that you've shown us. Thank you from the development team back home in Copenhagen. Regrettably, they couldn't all be here tonight, but I'm a producer, which means that I didn't make the game. But it does give me the freedom to say that I personally find that Inside is a very fine marker for 2016. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, founder and CEO of Bonfire Studios, Rob Pardo, and the founder and CEO of Insomniac Games, maker of the upcoming Spider-Man for PS4, Ted Price.
It takes a very particular type of person to be a great game designer. Someone technical enough to understand balanced system design, cohesive mechanics, level layout, challenge flow.
Yet someone artistic enough to tie all that into the overall aesthetic direction, interface design, and game narrative. So basically someone super talented.
But also batshit crazy. Here are the nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Game Design.
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Game Design are I Expect You to Die.
You may think you already know what it takes to be a spy, but I wouldn't get too comfortable.
Inside. Overwatch. Owlboy. Uncharted 4, A Thief's End.
This makes me so happy. The winner is Overwatch.
This is so awesome. Thank you to everybody in the Academy. If you guys have ever played a Blizzard game, the first credit in every Blizzard game goes to game design by Blizzard Entertainment. It really is the studio that comes up with the design of the game. One of the things that I've been particularly proud of the Overwatch team is out of all of the Blizzard teams and all the Blizzard projects, Overwatch actually has the smallest design team of dedicated designers, and I think this is for two different reasons. One, the amazing game design talent of the artists, producers, engineers, audio guys, QA, community, they're all amazing, so we need fewer designers. And in particular, because of the amazing design talent of the 7 designers who made Overwatch, I hope you have patience. I'm going to say their names because this is their award. It's Mike Heiberg, Scott Mercer, Jeff Goodman, Aaron Keller, Dave Adams, and Michael Chu. This belongs to them and the entire Blizzard team. Thank you guys so much. Jeremy Craig is the aesthetic visionary of it all, and we never forget you. We wanted a dramatic pause to make it that much more awesome for you. Jeremy Craig.
All right. Every game starts with a strong vision, and it's vital that a game's vision is maintained over the course of its development.
So a game director's job is to keep a project on course, steering designers, engineers, artists, voice actors, and more in one coherent direction.
If done correctly, you end up with amazing games like these.
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Game Direction are 1979 Revolution, Black Friday.
They really messed him up. Put him down, Mama. I need to get back out there. Get it. Get it out.
Battlefield 1. Inside. The Last Guardian. Uncharted 4, A Thief's End.
Look, Nate, I'm gonna make you a one-time offer. Drop everything.
And the winner is Inside.
Oh, didn't expect this one. Thank you.
Okay, so to present Game of the Year, please welcome back to the stage the recipient of tonight's Hall of Fame Award.
And director of last year's Game of the Year Fallout 4, Bethesda's Todd Howard.
I've been lucky enough to receive this award a few times, mostly by not releasing games when Naughty Dog does. And this year's nominees highlight more than any other year that games are for everyone. I've never seen such a creative, diverse, and inspiring group of games. Here are the nominees for Game of the Year.
The nominees for Game of the Year are Battlefield 1. Inside. Overwatch.
You didn't make the cut.
Pokemon Go. Uncharted 4, A Thief's End.
Those who proved worthy, paradise awaits.
Took a long time for him to get out of this game.
He's meant for this life.
Oh, crap!
And the Game of the Year, or as I like to call it, the play of the game, goes to Overwatch.
What a huge, huge honor. The team worked incredibly hard on this product. We're so proud of what we were able to achieve. Jeff, it's amazing. I think, thank you to the Academy on behalf of the team, but most importantly, with Overwatch, we launched a brand new franchise, and we're very fortunate to enjoy a passionate and dedicated community of players. They took a leap of faith with us with Overwatch. We've got so many people that love it, and we get to interact with them, experience the game with them, and so this is for them. Thank you so much for taking that leap of faith. It's awesome. Thank you.
Congratulations.
All right, that's our show, everybody. If you guys are streaming online, thanks for being a part of the 20th Annual D.I.C.E. Awards.
And if you're here, of course, let's all go get drunk. There's a party up in the Foundation room. No cameras. You can get wasted, and we won't tell anybody. Thank you all. Thank you, everybody, for coming out to D.I.C.E.
Thanks for having us. Congratulations, everybody. Greg's gonna do keg stands. We'll see you upstairs.
Keg stands!